Hi, welcome to episode 51 of the StressKnits podcast. I am Stacy, also known as Stacy Elston on Instagram and StressKnits on Ravelry. There is a StressKnits podcast group on Ravelry. There you can find giveaways, sometimes show notes. I don't know. It's not a very active group, but I love it. So it's fine. Today is Saturday, September 23rd. I tried podcasting yesterday, but it was right before I went to a wedding, so it wasn't really the best time. And this little nugget on my lap, who I'll introduce you to in a little bit, was being a little rambunctious and didn't really want to do anything. So I just decided today would be better. So with that, hi, thank you so much if this is your first time watching. I really appreciate it. There's so many knitting podcasts out there, and I am just so incredibly humbled and touched that you'd spend some time with me chatting about stuff that I can't really chat with anybody else about. So thank you, and if you have been with me before, I can't tell you how much I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for everything, all of the support. You're amazing. So with that, I am podcasting in my living room. I usually podcast in that room right back there, which is my office, but this puppy isn't allowed in there because there's a lot of, yarn and stuff that she can't really get into right now, and I can't really trust her yet. She's getting there. She'll get there. So for right now, it's going to be out here. So we'll see how that goes. There's also a giant bug, but it was on the ceiling, like here-ish, but over in front of me. I don't know where it went. I also don't have show notes for this week because, again, puppy. So I'm flying a little blind, so bear with me. But I am incredibly caffeinated. I'm actually probably gonna run out and get more coffee after this. Or I might have Doug stop on his way home because he should be home in like 2 hours. So maybe that'll happen. But I have some exciting things to show you. I have a finished object, and then I really only have 2 whips. But I want to talk about some future knitting and some of my favorite and most worn knits of all time. So with that, let's get into it. But actually, first, let me introduce you to the sleepy, snuggly puppy. Woo! Stretch. Okay. This is Esther. Esther. Doug and I got her September 11th. It was just completely spontaneous. It just kind of happened. I just love her so much. She's really snuggly. She's a pug. Can you say hi? I know you're sleepy. I know. This is Esther. I love her so much. She is almost 12 weeks old. So she's still a little nugget. She's gotten bigger since we've gotten her. Okay, you can go back to sleep. She's gonna sleep and hang out with us. She's sick right now, which is heartbreaking. A few days ago, she was making the worst sound I've ever heard in my entire life. So called Doug. He came home from work. We took her into the emergency vet, and she has a bit of pneumonia. So she's on antibiotics. She's doing so much better. She actually hasn't coughed today, so that's really, really exciting. She still has a lot of energy. She likes to sleep all day, which is good. Yeah, her appetite's back. So she's doing really, really good. She's a good puppy. Okay, so that's Esther, and for those of you who are wondering, yes, I named her after the main character in the bell jar, which should not be a surprise if you are a pretty consistent viewer of the podcast. I am obsessed with the bell jar. It's my favorite book of all time. Read it in 10th grade, read it almost every year. This has been the first year I haven't read it, because I usually read it in the summer. But again, if you know what I've been through this summer, I don't think that book is what I need to read right now. Okay, so with that, I have a finished object. So, actually, let me take a sip of my iced coffee. Thanks, Kemper. Kemper got me a gift card, so thank you. Iced coffee, pumpkin spice, and milk. But like 1 pump of pumpkin spice because it's so rich. Anyway, it's been 5.5 minutes. Let's get into it. So I participated in the Jinx Wool and Vine Knit Along of 2017, which was the Marled Magic Shawl by Stephen West. Last year they did the Exploration Station. I didn't participate. I knitted after the fact, but yeah, I wanted to participate because I love Laura and I love Kristen, so I really wanted to knit this pattern because Molly of a Homespun House, her and I talked about it and she enabled me so hard with it. And then Chelsea of Legacy Knits, hers is just, ugh, I can't handle it. So I wanted to make one, maybe. So I finished it. So yeah, all right, let's talk about it, shall we? This is Marled Magic. This is it. It's huge. It's so big. I love it so much. I am so happy with all the yarn that I use. I am happy that I only knit the medium because the I-cord bind off was a labor of love, but so worth it. I have my fake tassel right here. It looks good from far away. I need to trim that little guy. I need to. Okay. She likes to readjust herself when she sleeps. She's like me that way. Okay. Yeah, so Marled Magic Shawl. I love it. These seed stitch sections weren't too bad. I actually really enjoyed them. Babe, I need my arm. Thank you. So, all right. So you start off with this gorgeous mesh section. Am I showing you the right side? Yeah. This gorgeous mesh section, and then you do this giant seed stitch section, and then you do this one color brioche. Now for those 3 sections, my main color was Sweet Sparrow yarns on her Magpie base, I believe, in the Gather Ye Rosebuds colorway. I love it. It's this beautiful cream with light pink and green speckles. It's to die for. I love it, Julie. I can't say enough good things about it. Yeah, so the the marl technique that I used throughout the entire shawl was when you hold one strand consistently through the entire section and then stripe in new colors with it. So yeah, so I always held a strand of the Sweet Sparrow and then I changed color. So it gives this really, really cool marled effect. It toned everything down perfectly. I love it. And then in sections 4, 5, and 6, I held together, she likes the shawl, I held together a strand of yarn with Once Upon a Corgi in the But It Could Kill You colorway. And I basically used, I think I only had 3 grams left of Sweet Sparrow and about 8 grams left of the Once Upon a Corgi. So it's crazy. And then for the I-cord bind off, I used Pistachio by Hedgehog Fibers held with Buffy by Wool and Boone. Yeah, so I'm obsessed with it. And then I did do, where is it? I did do the braid, which I love this detail. It's so cool. But I didn't really understand how to do the tassel on the end. So I improvised and just knotted the end of the braid and did that. I have no idea, but I feel like Steven would be okay with it. So yeah, there is my marled magic. If you have not knit this, do it. I knit it in about like 3 weeks. I started it September 1st and I finished it like the 17th or 18th. So, I mean, this is huge. It's a lot of knitting, but because of all the color changes, because of all the different stitches you're doing, it goes by so fast. So fast. So, yeah. I highly, highly recommend it. There's still time to get in on the knit along if you are interested. Oh, it's so good. So I'll stop gushing about this because I love it so much. One more time. I think I'm going to be wearing this the Friday of Rhinebeck to Needles Up and to Indie Untangled. I think that's going to be this. So yeah, there is my marled magic. Don't mind me just folding up my shawl. I never know how to fold up large shawls, so I just kind of fold and then roll, and then it's done. Okay, it's gonna hang out back there. Okay, I know people are probably like, I don't care about the dog. I do though, so. But she has a really hard time sleeping and napping without human contact. She's just so, ugh, I love her so much. Okay, so I really only worked on 2 things. I did put 2 repeats on my Clark socks in. They're almost done, but I mean, I've shown them off a few times, so I'll show them next time when I'm finished, because I should be finished on the next episode. So, the first thing that I worked on is in my field bag by Fringe Supply Company, and it is my Leslie pullover. This is for my sister Kelly. It's her pregnancy sweater. So here it is. I finished the body. It's cropped so that she can wear it and have her belly show and not have to worry about stretching it out and stuff. But yeah, she can wear it with like a tunic or a dress or with a skirt that's pulled up high. You know, it's perfect. And then it's also something she can wear when she's not pregnant. So there it is. Yeah, I was where my little narwhal was last time, so I finished the body. I started the first sleeve. I'll finish it eventually. It's too hot here to wear an Aran weight sweater, which this is. This is Quince & Company Osprey in the Glacier colorway. So it's too hot right now. This is her birthday present though. She has no idea that it's coming. Yeah, I should get done the next 2-3 weeks though. They're just sleeves on Aran weight on size 10 needles, so I think I'll get them done pretty swiftly. But yeah, so that is my Leslie pullover. The only other thing I've knit on is my, does anyone know what it is? It is the What the Fade. That's what it's called. I was like, what is it called? It was like WTF, but what is it? It's my What the Fade by Andrea Mowry. I was gonna say Andrea Mowry. It is her mystery knit along for 2017. I love it. I love it so much. I'm overly enamored with it. So I am on clue 4. The 4th clue was released on Thursday. So if you don't want to be spoiled, look away, fast forward a few minutes. I'm going to talk about it for a while, so fast forward. Or look away. I'm going to describe it though, so, I mean, you know, but this is really the majority of what I've knit on. So I think I only had clue 1 and 2 done. Maybe 3. I remember maybe I only had 1 and I was working on 2. I don't know. I didn't have a lot done. So, you're looking away? Because here it is. Yeah, that's the right side. So this is the right side. Brioche. And then garter at the bottom. There are over 400 stitches on at this point. So rows are very, very long. Yeah. So I can't see. So there it is. So yeah, so you're fading the brioche, and then you start fading in garter. Yeah, so I love it. And I also have my little pug loaf stitch marker by Sucre Miniatures. Love it. Yeah, so this shawl is huge. It's gonna block so big too because it's brioche. So this is the right side, and then the wrong side looks like this. And I love both so much. I did go up a needle size. I'm using a US 4. The pattern called for a 3, but I didn't have any 3s that I liked, and I really wanted to use signature needles, but I didn't want to buy another pair of signature needles. So I'm using my US 4s, my signature stiletto tips. You okay? Yeah, I am obsessed with it. There's no other word for it. I love it so much. I am just gonna knit on it all day. I have some more trading to do for my new job, which I'll talk about in the end section bits. I don't know, bits and bobs maybe. I'm not good at naming things. But yeah, so that's really all I've worked on. What else do I want to talk about before I get to stash enhancement? Oh, so I am going out of town tomorrow. Doug and I have a wedding on Mackinac Island, which is an island between the upper and lower peninsulas of Michigan. It's gorgeous. I haven't been since I was a little kid. I don't think Doug's been in a long time either. So we're going, he's shooting the wedding, but it's for our friends. But we just get a little getaway. My best friend is staying here, taking care of Esther. So it just all worked out. Yeah, but it is also like a 6-hour car ride. So I'm assuming Doug's gonna be driving because he likes to drive on trips, so I will have a lot of knitting time. So I'm going to finish this clue 4 on the drive there, probably. So yeah. Oh, also this is knit out of all StressKnits yarn on my singles base. Let me go through them really quick. So we have my jam, Sweet Disposition, I Smell Snow, Birch, sorry babe, just hit her with yarn, where is it, Bell Jar, and Pillow Mint. So it is a pink to mint gradient, which if you know me, they're my favorite colors. So yeah, I really like the way that it's turning out, and I can't wait to snuggle up with it when the weather gets cooler. And I'm holding all of my yarn in my fringe bag, which has pins of my favorite dyers that I have pins for. So Legacy Fiber Arts, Wool and Vine, and my new addition, thanks Kemper, is my Love Your Junk. So I love it. Yeah, so that's what's holding that. But that being said, I think I'm going to bring along my Clark socks and finish those, as well as my eyeball shawl, which I'll show you right now. Yeah, so I've knit a few rows on this. It hasn't really grown. This is also by Stephen West. But the sclera portion, which I only know because of Kristen of Wool and Vine, is going to be out of my birch colorway. So we have Etching, which is my dark tonal gray. Actually might even be a medium gray. Solstice on my sparkle base, and then birch. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be really cool. It's out of my comfort zone, which I'm trying to force myself to do. So yeah, so that is on the horizon. Yeah, so currently I am having a giveaway for doing 50 podcast episodes. I'm just so thankful for all of you that have watched and supported me. So I just wanted to do a giveaway. So the prompt is, what would you like to see more of? And a lot of people have asked to see my most worn knits, my favorite knits, like that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you what I wear the most currently. So I wear hand knit socks religiously in the winter, or fall and winter, but technically it's fall and it's 90 degrees outside, so that's rude. But I grabbed 3 socks that are my favorite that I've knit kind of recently. I think you've seen all of these on the podcast, but I love them. So these are my Totoro number 2 socks by Jinx Yarn on her strong sock base. Love them. My Stellar Banshee socks, Kristen Vollenvine. I need to wash some of these. Oh well. Because I always put them in a giant bin, and I have a giant wash session at the end of the season, and I didn't get to do that this year. So yeah, but Stellar Banshee, Vollenvine yarns. Last but not least, this is Your Father's on the Naughty List by Legacy Fiber Arts. This was one of their Christmas colors last year. So I just love it. It reminds me of fruitcake in the best way possible. I love it so much. So those are 3 of my favorite pairs of socks that I wear on a really regular basis. And then for shawls, oh, I forgot one of my sweaters over here. Oh, sorry about the boobs. Okay. Oh, all right. Sorry, Esther's mad. All right, you back to being comfy? Yeah, okay. All right, so for shawls, I think you've seen all 3 of these too, but my first one is my Find Your Fade. I've actually been reaching for this a lot lately. I don't know what it is, but I love it. So again, it's a pink to mint gradient because I love it. So this is my Find Your Fade. If you didn't watch when I knit this like January, February. And I love it. But I also did something really stupid and didn't decrease all the way, so I have 2 points, but I don't care. And then the way that I wear this, because I know people have asked how I wear my Find Your Fade, I actually fold this down. So it's like that, and then I just kind of, I don't know how well this is gonna go because sometimes it takes a few different times trying to do this. So here, but then this is too long after I finagle it into something that I like. I take the other long end, go under, and then I just wrap it again so that and that's essentially how I wear my Find Your Fade, and it shows off a lot of the colors. Love it. So yeah, that's my Find Your Fade by Andrea Mowry. And then my Exploration Station, I lived in this on our honeymoon. Doug and I went to New York City in January after we got married. Yeah, so this is my Exploration Station. I really love this. I've thought about knitting another one recently, but I think I'm gonna just knit some more of Stephen West patterns. My Lumpy Space is on the horizon for sure. I've thought about Vertices Unite. I don't know, but I love this. It's a good shape, and the colors just make me really happy. I shamelessly copied 2 of my favorite people for this shawl, and then the next shawl, this one, I copied Jacqueline Salem of Brooklyn Knit Folk. She used her Succulents by Vollenvine and Venus Flytrap by Vollenvine, so the mint green and the beautiful green. Yeah, and then she had like an off-white and a really dark purple, I think. So I did this really cool color from, oh, who is it? Fiber Story, which I got at the the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo last year. I have so many mistakes in my edging, it is ridiculous. I was off on stitch count. This is a part that looks good. So this is a Fiber Story colorway. It's gorgeous. And then also from that festival, I got this color by StressKnits. I don't think she's dyeing anymore, but she designs a lot of beautiful patterns, and she is from Michigan as well. So yeah, Exploration Station Stephen West, highly, highly recommend. So good. And then I copied Kristen of Vine on my Daybreak shawl by Stephen West. Yeah, I need to reblock the shawl pretty badly, but this is, I think, my most worn item besides socks. Yeah, I love this shawl. He just came out with the garter version of this. He also, it's a fade, and even though I'm knitting a fade and my Find Your Fade is one of my favorite things, I'm kind of over everything being faded. I think there's a place for it, but I don't know, I'm kind of with the camp of let's do something else. But again, I love fades. I'm just a little sick of it being like the it thing. Again, love them. But yeah, so this is my Daybreak shawl, and I used Graphite by Jinx Yarns and Lavender Tea, which I don't know if it's gonna really show up. I just love the Lavender Tea colorway. I need everything in it. But yeah, Kristen of Vine and Yarngasm knit hers out of these two colorways, and I was like, I have to have that. It's gorgeous, and it is. So yeah, those are my 3 most worn shawls. That might change when shawls I have on needles are done. Yeah, but then sweaters. So the one that you've seen recently, I wear this all the time. It's my Rhinebeck sweater. It is my Booth Bay cardigan by Hannah Fettig. I am in love. Yep. So there it is. It's that cute little cocoon shape. There's the back. It's the perfect sweater. I still need to reblock the sleeves to make them less awkward. Literally just, and they're gonna be perfect. Quince & Company, one of my favorite yarns. I love it. I got hair in my mouth. So there's that. And then this is a sweater you've never seen before. But I love it. This is the first sweater that I knit that I actually wore. This is the Grace cardigan by Jane Richmond. I knit this. This is the 3rd sweater I ever knit. It's my sophomore year of college that I knit this. So 2014-ish. Yeah, so it has this gorgeous mesh. It's great, and it's Quince & Company in Finch, which is the fingering weight, in the honey colorway, which I love. I haven't worn this in a really long time, but I really want to bring it back. So it does have a button band, but I don't, where are you? That is the side that they're supposed to be on, and this one has the holes. So like it does have place to put buttons, but I don't button cardigans ever, or I haven't buttoned a button-up shirt in a really long time because gained weight and it looks weird. So, I'm a very open front kind of person, but I love it. There is one mistake on here that drives me nuts. If that's it, is that really it? And that's driven me nuts, and that's why I don't wear this. There has to be a bigger one than that. Nope, that's it. Alright, so I messed up and dropped a stitch and didn't really like know how to fix it. Can't even see that right here, so it just looks funky and it bothered me really badly, but now it doesn't. So you'll probably see this in heavy rotation in the fall. So yeah, that is what I wear all the time. Next, we're gonna move into stash enhancement because I have quite a bit. Okay, so first of all, the lovely Kemper of Junk Yarn sent me a care package because she's so sweet. But it included some yarn, so let me grab it. I have an entire box of my stash enhancement. Alright, this is... Alright, so the first thing that she gave me was an exclusive for her LYS that she dyes, and this is the Daphne colorway on her plush MCN. Ugh, I love it. I think this is going to be what I use for the mint along for Candace of Pen, Feathers, and Pearls. I love it. I love this little section right here. I'm so excited. And then she made me cry because she sent me a one-of-a-kind, the ball band. I've played with this one quite a bit, the ball band. I got it unsticky, but it says one of a kind for Stacy. I love it. It's perfect. I'm gonna open it up. Okay, Esther? It's just this gorgeous purple, with a cacophony of speckles. I'm so in love with it. Kemper, I know I already thanked you, but it means the world to me that you thought this much. I cannot thank you enough. So, yeah. Thank you again. She also got me a mug that is on the table over there because I was using it earlier. It says good vibes only, and she made me some bath salts, and she's just the sweetest friend, so thank you again. Next, I went on a little woolen boon bender because it's woolen boon. So first, I was looking on D-Stash because there's a colorway that I try to get all the time, and that is Robin Sparkles. And somebody just happened to be D-Stashing it. This is one that I need to show you open because, oh my word, the speckles in this are, where's my favorite spot? Here it is. What? Sonia is a magician with speckles. I don't know how she does it, but I'm in love. So okay, so even though I dye yarn and I skein yarn all the time, I'm not good at it. It's one of those things that'll come with practice. Doug and I are gonna put a hook up somewhere so that I can just twist it on the hook and close it, because it looks like that is the best way to do it for the most consistent results, because otherwise I'm not good at it. Okay. She's sleeping so hard. And then Sonia had an update. Okay. So these are colors I love. I had to replenish my Woolen Boon Buffy. This is a much specklier skein than the one that I had, so I'm really excited about that. And then this is Commando, and again, like, I got it and I was like, oh, it's not what I thought it would look like, and then I opened it up and was hit with this. So, pro tip, open up your skeins because they're usually beautiful things inside. And I don't know, as a dyer, I am totally that person that, like, if my skein looks good, I'm not redoing it, even if the speckles are hidden. So always, always, always open up your skeins if you're disappointed. Next, I got some stuff for the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. So I've already shown you this, but I'm gonna show you again because I'm super excited. It starts next Friday. Or Friday, because next Friday is Friday, so anyway. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, so I am doing, it's all hedgehog fibers. This is Bramble. It was another project, my apple blossom socks, but I was never gonna finish them, so I frogged it. There are 2 other mini skeins in my office, so Bramble, Daydream, and Artifact. So that's gonna be the 3 main colors. And then the original minis that I had. Okay, is that 5? Yeah. Okay, these are the original minis I had. Skinny Dip, Hush, Spell, Pucker, and my favorite, Wish. So those were going to be my pops in my Speckle Pop Fade, right? And then I was looking at them with these, and I was like, I like this. I love Skinny Dip. I love Wish. I feel like Hush is too close to Daydream to be a pop, so I was gonna go with Spell. And then I was like, let me order some more minis. So I went onto Yarn Scout, which is where I got all of these from, because most places don't sell the minis by themselves anymore. Pucker is so neon, it's gorgeous. They don't sell minis. Yeah, so I got a mini of Poppy, one because I'm obsessed with Poppy, but I just won't buy a full skein, so I did that in Harajuku? I think it's Harajuku, right? I know, maybe it's because I'm thinking of Frere Jacques, and Harajuku makes sense to me. I don't know. I have no idea what this word is, but it's this hot pink. And then I was like, I like that better. So I think this is gonna be it. I also bought a full skein of Coral, so maybe that will be one. I don't know. I'm just gonna play around with it and see what comes when it happens, right? I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, see what I'm feeling. Yeah. So that's my stash enhancement. Now I'm going to move into some StressKnit stuff and personal stuff. So if you're not interested in that, I totally get it, and I will see you next time. If you are interested, I'll tell you what's in the shop. So right now I have signups for the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club for October and the My Favorite Murder Yarn Club for October. So Gilmore Girls should ship before Rhinebeck, and My Favorite Murder will ship the week of Rhinebeck. The week after Rhinebeck is when that should ship. So, because my goal is to dye My Favorite Murder the day before we leave, and then come back and ship that Tuesday that Doug and I get home. I already know the colorways for both the clubs, and I'm super excited about it. So if you're interested in that, those signups are up until October 1st. So if you want to get out on those clubs, there's only a few spots in both left, so highly recommend. I think it's going to be great. Her ribs. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So hopefully you'll sign up for that. And then I am having a shop update tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern time? AM. 11 a.m. So it's not a big update, but I have some stuff. So, returning favorites. I smell snow because it's getting to be that time of year. So I smell snow. There's only one skein of this time around. And then Pistachio Rose. It's pink and mint with these beautiful speckles of brown. Pistachio Rose. There's a few skeins of that. If Autumn Were an Extrovert. It is Super Happy. I kind of tweaked it a little bit and added some mint to it, if I can find a spot. Where are you? It's very subtle. I think it's only in one spot too. Yeah, you can't really tell, but there's some mint here, some mint in here. I don't know, I just really liked what I added because it accidentally got on a skein last time and I loved it so much that I wanted to add it to the recipe. So there are 2 skeins of If Autumn Were an Extrovert. And then one of my first colorways that I ever dyed was called Killjoy. So I really wanted to bring it back, but I decided to revamp it a little bit. So it is this. So hot purple speckles with navy and this beautiful like blue. I love it. So this is Killjoy. There's going to be 2 skeins of this as well. The bases that are going to be in the shop are Squishy, Sparkle, and Favorite. Just in case you're wondering. And then the colorway that I have the most of, I was inspired by Candace of Pin Feathers and Pearls, her mint along, and all of the puns that were happening when she announced it. So, and it reminded me of the bulletin board I did when I was an RA in college. I had a little mint leaf that had encouraging phrases. So this is my Encourage Mint colorway. So it's a beautiful mint with speckles of this beautiful deep avocado green and just a pink. I'm really, really happy with it. This is a good representation right here. So yeah, that is that, and those will go up on Sunday. Yeah, so I'm just going to let you know what's been going on. So besides puppy, let's see. I started my new job, which has been amazing. I'm so happy about it. I have the last thing I do before I become like a real employee kind of thing on Tuesday. So I'm really, really excited to do that. I can't really talk about it because, yeah, it's a pretty, like, can't talk about it kind of job, but I love it. I'm so excited about it. I'm over the moon. So, yeah, so there's that. And, unfortunately, my dad had another heart attack. He's okay. He's fine. He was dancing away at the wedding yesterday, but he was going in for his second stint. It was a scheduled surgery. They did a stress test before and he had a heart attack. So, you know, it really sucks, but he's doing okay, which is really nice to see. Yeah, so just good vibes, good thoughts, prayers, all that jazz would be appreciated. What else is going on? Oh, Doug and I went to go see Penny and Sparrow. They are my favorite band besides the Ava Brothers. It's a indie band. Love them. Highly recommend. They're the perfect fall kind of thing. Their new album Wendigo is so good. Yeah, so I have the Rattle colorway, which I knit my Madewell out of. That is based off of a song of theirs. So highly recommend Penny and Sparrow. Lowland Hum opened for them and they were really good. So highly recommend both of those Also, if you ever have a chance to see a show at the Arc in Ann Arbor, highly recommend. It was really nice. It looks really weird, but once the lights go down and the acoustics, it is just, people actually like appreciate it. It's great because, I mean, Penny and Sparrow has like one upbeat song and everything else is just really sad and depressing and perfect fall music, and it was just so refreshing to be in a room full of people that really appreciate that. So highly, 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 highly recommend Penny and Sparrow. Yeah, they're so good. I'm actually thinking about getting some new colorways together for them because I love them so much. Yeah, so with that, I think Esther and I are gonna go. I'm gonna knit on my What the Fade and finish my training because I have my last few videos for training that I have to do today before Doug and I leave for mini vacation. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna wake Esther up so she can say bye. She's gonna stretch. Oh, oh, good girl, good girl. Oh. You're so you're such a drama queen. Okay, so say bye. You wanna say bye? No, you're so happy. Say bye, Esther. Bye. Bye, guys.